All right, let's talk a little NBA. Joined right now by Justin Termine, co-host Afternoons with Eddie Johnson on Sirius XM NBA Radio. Justin, good to see you, brother. How are you?
I'm good to see you as well. I'm a little jealous. I wish I was in New York enjoying this thing. I lived there for 17 years. I leave, and like 3 years after I leave, the MSG is hopping. You guys got the most fun team to watch in the league.
Oh, they're great. No doubt about it. All right, let's talk about Game 6 tomorrow night in Indy. What do you expect between Knicks and Pacers?
I expect more of the same, the Knicks to bring it, as they've done basically every game in this postseason outside of the last time that they were there. And maybe that's something that could be used as motivation for them. And it's going to be a question of, does Indiana meet the energy that New York is going to bring? They're the ones supposed to have the tired legs. They're not the ones playing like they're tired. And also, does Rick Carlisle try something else on Jalen Brunson? If he continues to throw Andrew Nembhard out there at him, then guess what? It's going to be more of the same, and New York is going to win.
All right, Justin, you're great with this. The rise of Jalen Brunson, right? Have you ever seen anything that compares to it in the 2 years and what he's done here in New York in the history of the league?
I mean, you could go back maybe to what Isaiah Thomas did in Boston. That was 1 year. That wasn't sustainable. I think what Brunson's doing is far more sustainable. Isaiah had that year, remember, where he finished in the top 5 MVP. I think he finished 5th and led Boston to the conference finals in a very weak East. This week is also very easy. But I think this is far more sustainable, and he wasn't scoring at this level. I mean, basically, he's doing stuff that Jordan did, stuff that you saw in New York back in 1984 with Bernard King.
All right, Justin, why does everyone love? It bothers me, right, because I'm a Knicks fan, right? I love Tibbs. But everyone and their mother, Chandler Parsons, love to criticize Tibbs and the way he coaches. The minutes police are out, the lack of respect. So you saw Draymond Green last night on TNT talking about the Knicks are a fluke. Why does everyone love to take this tact with the Knicks?
Yeah, I mean, well, you get attention for it, I guess, as well. And you see Kendrick Perkins kind of going over the top on the other way where he's kissing the Knicks' butt and the fans love him. So, there is, I think, a little bit of an in-between. In regards to the criticism of Thibodeau, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, how are we going to chirp about, oh, we hate load management, and then we get a guy that's going, okay, you don't want load management, we're gonna grind you. Do the players that are playing for him have an issue? Has anybody come out and said it's too many minutes? Are they getting fatigued? There's one injury, OG Anunoby, that might be due to overwork. And when's the last Knicks head coach that's won this many games in the postseason? 25 years ago. So he's doing something right. And every other organization's got an excuse. Philadelphia, oh, Embiid's hurt. Oh, Giannis is hurt 2 years in a row in the first round. They don't get out of the first round. All the injuries this guy has with his all-NBA forward in Julius Randle, his starting center, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, who's now been out, and Bogdanovich, who led him in scoring off the bench. No excuses. Just one win from the conference finals, something that's very rare. Knicks have only done that 8 times in their history, been to a conference finals. This guy's about to do it with a mash unit of a roster. All the credit in the world.
All right, Justin, would either the Pacers or the Knicks, whoever gets through here, give the Celtics much of a series in the Eastern Conference Finals?
If you're looking at it on paper, absolutely not. They should have no shot. But if it's New York, the ferocity that they play with, how hard they play, they're used to like these close games. They could certainly win, 2 games, maybe even put in a bigger scare, because Boston's cruising right now. And when you talk about the energy that New York is playing with and the toughness, Boston doesn't exhibit any of that. They also rely a lot on the three-point shot. So I could see New York giving them a ton of trouble. But if we're just looking at it on paper, Boston should win the series in 5 games at most.
All right, Justin, finally, I want to talk about your guy. I say that sarcastically, LeBron James. What did you make of LeBron showing up at the Cleveland Cavs game the other night?
I got that reputation as LeBron being my guy from a negative perspective. Oh, God, I got to cut back a little bit. But I'll go with all it again. I didn't talk about it on my show, even though we got 3 hours a day, because I'm not giving him the attention. I thought it was like, hey, I need to be talked about. That's all I thought it was. I don't think it was leverage. He's going to stay in L.A. They're going to give him whatever he wants. They'll probably give him the head coach that he wants. He just wanted the attention. And I said, no. It's Anthony Edwards' turn. It's Jokic's turn. It's Tatum's turn. It's Luka's turn. It's Brunson's turn. Not your turn, LeBron. We'll talk about you in the offseason when you're trying to recruit some other player to help you win another title.
Justin Termine, Sirius XM NBA Radio. Check out he and Eddie Johnson Afternoons. They do a fantastic job. Justin, appreciate the time tonight.